spawning in on the main screen. Spawning in as the Pink Commanders down one match. Can they bring it back? I need to hear your support in the chat, boys and girls. It is the Pink team, Papa, Popo Bawa, and Captain Rob. And up one match. They're elegant, they're graceful, they're classy. They're both uber level players, let me tell you. Both, I don't know if Pwn for 2 is on a team, but it's very obvious that Mott is boasting those very sweet realm tags. It is the White Commanders, Pwn for 2 and Mott 9001 up one match trying to seal the deal. So this is Crivage opening up with some 79 metal, so it's about what is that, like, it's like 35, no, hang on, it's like 30, like, let's just say 39 and pretend that equals 79, yeah? Obviously the numbers are very wrong. Now, we do see that the white team is opening up with very heavy bot fabricators and actually going straight into air immediately. You can see this is literally an identical build here. We've got bots, metal, energy, air. Bots, metal, energy, air, energy, fabbers. So both players, they know, okay? They know what's up. And oh, that was very cute. Okay, so they had fabricators doing things. Now, scout planes, fireflies just going to be flying about, doing their thing. Hummingbird's going to be following some of these units about, and it looks like we do have actually exactly identical from the Pink team, except we do see vehicles instead of double bots. So very interesting choice out of the Pink team, as we did see that the vehicle opening worked pretty well in the early game, as it gave them that early advantage on the Forge match, but it didn't really secure their win. It didn't give them that, like, hey, we in this. Now, this is kind of why I was a little concerned that they wouldn't have any protection. These that was see that, oh goodness, some children, shield your eyes. There's brutality in the streets. Oh, there, hi air units. Yes, I'm so glad you're finally here. Everything is dead. You were too late. Everything is gone. And they still lose too. Oh, the cutting the wound is killing 4 fabricators. Pouring salt into the wound is losing all your air units. Cutting the wound, pouring salt, and then putting some lemon sauce on top of that would be if they still survived, they kept the bomber alive and they continued to do their thing. That would have just been miserable. We do see a very strong bot push here coming out from the white team, getting very aggressive. I mean, they just boop, bop, beep, boop, done. And they're already knocking on Pink's base, so I think the white team's been practicing on this map a little bit. Just looking at the economy, they are about 20 metal ahead. Or do the math, you know what I mean. So I think they've been practicing on this map, and I'm a little concerned here because just looking at how Pink is playing right now, it's very robotic. I mean, they send out fabricators, build, attack. You know, there's no like initiation. They're not trying to they're not trying to make that move against white. They keep reeling and losing. Not the fabricator! No, don't. Goodbye. I want to see the Fabber loss. I think we're on like 7 or 8 by now, and Pink's, I mean, they're just saying, look, I mean, this was like this was a Jackie Chan roundhouse kick to the friggin' head, man. There was no stopping this tide of white that just rolled in, said, hey, Lamau, roundhouse kicked him and kept going. The white team, they're rearing for $200, and nobody's going to be stopping them today. Now, let's see. Surprisingly, the white team have actually, I think, chilled out on their... Okay, now they are still building a little bit more. They've got a couple more factories going, and ironically in metal storage because, reasons. But they've actually kind of halted most of their production. I think there's only, the vehicle and the bot factory still going up, so it looks like they feel very content with using the productivity that they have to try and just finish this off. Now, could be that, or the fact that I see turrets going up right now tells me that I think that the white team might be trying to stance themselves to start toying with their food. They're like, all right, guys, Mott, hang on, don't kill this guy yet. I got an idea. Let's just brutalize this guy. Let's just have fun with this guy, because once we get into the best of the semifinals and possibly the finals, like, there's gonna be no leeway. We gotta make no mistakes. So let's just take it slow and make it happen. You see a couple docks starting to move in though. Actually kill a Spark because reasons. Bomber's gonna try and move in here and get rid of these bots. Gonna miss completely. That's always painful. Tier 2 going up for the pink team. It's honestly the right choice. I like this decision. It's just something that they need, but yeah, it's gonna get ugly. As you guys see, the white team has started their tier 2, but it's actually bots this time. So they seem to be going for a very quick. We need to like let's end these guys as quick as possible. They obviously do see the. Oh, have they not seen it? Oh, they do not. Oh, that's a big deal. They don't realize that the tier 2 is going up. Now theirs is going to finish first, yes, but they do have tier 2 halfway done. It might not get done or used by the time they die, but it is up, and that's kind of the important thing, is that white doesn't know. This is one of those, like, yes, we're losing, but there's still a chance, because if this goes up, we have a chance. As long as they put probably Sparks and anti-air with like levelers, they're pretty much set for life. The Sparks will stop any boom bots from coming in, or honestly, I would maybe think dogs, but whatever. And the anti-air would obviously protect them from any bombers, and then they have levelers to take care of, well, the snipers and the slammers that come in, because slammers and the sniper bots, while they are all good and Gucci, they really just don't stack up against the levelers and shellers that come out of a vehicle factory. And it looks like white team has actually realized this, and well, they're building more tier 2, because when all else fails, build two types of tier 2 before your opponent builds one. We do see pink making some very strong pushes, though. Obviously they have pushed into the base. I'm very curious how they managed to completely loop around and ignore all of these metal extractors that have gone up. They're gonna basically be greeted by this this white docks army and should get overwhelmed. I think they are clicked with the commander. Yeah, gonna run into the flame tank for a little bit, but they will just kind of clean these guys up. The slammer just ripping through that tier 1 tank Ant Bolo swag, and at the same time, pink though with a very nice. Maybe that was. Oh, was that a bait and switch? Did they focus the attention here? Oh my goodness, pink is not down for the count, boys and girls. They are fighting. They are surviving. I'm gonna pin it to a bait and switch. I'm gonna pin it to a bait and switch, because that was very smooth. Oh wait, hang on. These are dead. So did they like go up over around this turret and then like in? That's a very okay. I think they could have just gone through the 3 metal extractors and probably done a little bit more. But how is the tier 2? Tier 2 is up for pink, and they are now. There's a lot of air. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. The thing is, there's slammers. Not there's 8. Yeah, there's some slammers. This guy's the Overwatch. They call him Watchdog. Strong and sturdy. He keeps eyes over all units. He is the benevolent ruler over this area of the map. Now, pink needs to back up. They can't fight this army right now. These slammers using the docks basically as meat shields. They just shouldn't be fighting. The fact of the matter is, slammers just have very high attack rates, and they have very high damage rates compared to the tier 1 tank counterparts. And the commander should be able to slow down and probably kill the slammers, but the problem with that is the tier 1 can't fight tier 2 bots, and tier 2 bots can't fight tier 2 vehicles. The problem right now is they keep throwing their tier 1 at this tier 2, and it's just not connecting. This commander, oh god, this commander I think was, ooh, money shot. Okay, very nice, very nice. So the commander does take care of the push, and maybe even goes for something over here. Now, white has in the meantime captured, well, oh no, I thought it was bad before, but I didn't think that it was this bad. So they've brought out the locusts. Oh no. Now, for those of you that do not know, locusts are basically, well, as you can see, paper thin in terms of health-wise, but if they get inside your energy line, your productivity line, anything that can't run away, it gets ugly. I mean, it's just, there's brutality, and then there's BMing your opponent with mass locusts. And, well, white team's going for the BM locusts. These guys, if you know what you're doing, they can effectively kill an entire opponent just by eating all of their energy field, and that's it. I mean, there's just no way around it. Now, things like the flame tank, docks, levelers to an extent do pretty good damage against them. I mean, most things that can fire do pretty good damage, but I mean, look at that, just boom, gone. Leveler having a little bit of trouble just trying to turn around to kill the locust, but I mean, as you saw there, those locusts just, I mean, insta-killed everything. They have a very high attack rate and very high attack damage, so they basically just devour things, and that's kind of what they do. Now it does look like the interestingly enough, the white units, this white little like attack line here was cleaned up by this tier 1 army. Very interesting to see. Oh, that tank, I don't know what he was looking at. He was probably looking at his friends for the very last time as he died. But white's having a bit of an issue here. They haven't really found, I think pink has stabilized. They've definitely not caught up, but with this double tier 2 out, I think it's safe to say they've stabilized, which is honestly fantastic to see. They are down about 180-ish metal. Obviously not, not the best thing. Oh, here comes Satan, and Satan's going straight for the tier 2. I think. No, where's Satan going? Yeah, he's going straight for that tier 2. He don't want none of this. Looks like he's gonna just, I mean, look at that. Look at that damage. It's almost getting reclaimed by, I don't know what reclaim. I mean, maybe tier 2 advanced combat fabbers. Those are probably the only things that reclaim as nearly fast as this thing, but look at that. It's being fixed by the fabricators, and it's still dying. And there she goes. So, oh, that micro, very nice. Okay, so they do get cleaned up eventually, but it's getting ugly. Oh, I spy with my little eye pink learning. That is fantastic to see. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, first game, we saw that when pink was sending out their levelers, that white was quickly countering them with boombots. And look what we see here. We're seeing pink doing the exact same thing, which is fantastic to see. I mean, that just tells me that, yes, pink might be at a lesser advantage, but they're keeping their eyes open. They're looking for those things that just kind of help you win. And what, maybe not running into an army full of docks is a good choice. They're still thinking. I'm not saying they're making the right choices, but they're still thinking, which is the important thing. These bombers probably should have come in before the boombots went in, just to kind of, take care of all this and then get, cleaned up by the air units, but he's thinking. Massive docks army out of the left field, and these locusts, oh, here comes Satan. It's not going to be pretty. Yeah, all of this tier 1 is basically forfeit. There's no coming back from losing all this. This is game-ending damage from just these locusts. I mean, all of this is just gone. I mean, even the docks are just sitting there going, what do we have to do? All we have to do is just sit here and watch the locusts just consume souls. Could honestly probably just go for this commander, but it looks like they're going to play the safe route and just kind of break his legs so it's easier to stomp his face. And well, there goes the main base. The main base has officially been gutted here by this kind of left field docks army. We have a few more tanks coming in, I think, just to resupply. Commander should try to Uber as soon as possible. Good Uber shot, but it's just, I mean, there's too many docks. These docks actually not... Ooh, he's going to stay alive. I really think that those docks should have tried to, like, encircle him and then just kind of mess with his targeting, but I guess they didn't want to. GG, well played coming out of Captain Rob. So that indicates that the commanders from the pink team have officially given up. GG, basically just saying it's over, we can't win, and they have officially forfeited the game. So, Pwn for 2 and Mott 9001 are moving on into the next match, I believe against Pizza Money. Swag YOLO, Livin' 420 Pizza Money.